Hey up, Chatter
Gang! Recently we posted a 10-second YouTube short featuring our friend here, Drew.
And immediately we were asked to film some more, so today we thought we'd give him a grilling.
Because he's Colin,
he's Tim,
and
together we are the Chatter Guys.
And I'm Drew.
Come on, let's get chatting.
So Drew, you've lived in Benidorm for nearly 7 years. What brought you out here in the first place?
Well, Tim, my mum passed away Christmas 2012, which was a very traumatic time for me. And I own my own apartment in Leeds, and I just thought to myself, well, if I die, the government will get the proceeds. So I sold up, moved out here, and I am living the dream.
Absolutely.
So Drew, when you moved over here, how long did it take you to actually feel like this was your home?
Well, Colin, because it took me 2 years from the... I decided in 2014 that I was going to move here, and I'll say it was 2016 when I actually got here. So I was in the mindset of being here. So it only actually took me about a month of getting used to the way of life and not going out on the piss every night to get to sit and realise, right, this is me, this is where I'm going to live for the rest of my life. Wow.
And what do you like best about Benidorm, Drew?
Oh, Tim, it's just wonderful. The atmosphere, the people, it's very laid back, very chilled. Everything is at a much slower pace than what it is in the UK. And it's just a fantastic place to live. And you've got all this lovely sunshine and heat. What more do you want?
Overall, Drew, what do you think is the biggest difference between living in the UK and living in Benidorm, Spain?
The biggest difference is people that live out here, they've got no stress. The Spanish don't believe in getting worked up over things that are out of their control. They don't rush here and rush there. Oh, I've got to be here and I've got to be there and I've got to do this and I've got to do that. They just take things at a much slower pace and mañana, mañana, mañana.
Mañana, mañana, mañana. I like that.
What is it that you miss most about the UK, Drew?
First and foremost, coming from Leeds, being a Yorkshireman, well, honorary Yorkshireman, green fields,
Well, that's it.
green hills. It's wonderful. Fair enough, there's plenty of trees in Spain, but there's no actual grass. There's nowhere to go and see greenery, you know what I mean?
You were telling me an interesting thing that I never realised before, that they can't raise sheep here because there's no grass.
There's no grass for them.
And all the grass goes for cows.
All the grass goes for cows.
Yeah.
And the second thing I miss, believe it or not, is snow. I love snow, and obviously you don't get it here. I mean, snow in Benidorm, ha ha ha. But honestly, I love my snow and I miss it terribly. I actually hate it when my friends in the UK post videos of it snowing and I have to send a photo back of the temperature saying it's 22, 23 degrees.
He's always posting pictures of his thermometer when it's like up towards 30.
Yeah.
Drew, between the old town and the new town, which do you prefer?
Well, personally, Colin, I actually do like the new town. It's a lot quieter, there's not that many buses or cars or motorbikes, whereas the old town is more compact, little narrow streets, and every street has got a bar on it, blaring out music till 2 in the morning, people on motorbikes with no silencers, racing up and down at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. No, I definitely prefer the new town.
Okay, surprising.
So how long did it take you to get acclimatised to the weather?
Well, as I say, I moved here in June 2016, which is the start of the summer season, and it was a gradual build-up to like mid-July and August when it's its hottest, but you don't realise it because it's only a couple of degrees like every week, every day sort of thing.
Yeah.
But when it comes around to November and it drops down below 20 degrees, boy is it cold, freezing.
You know, 20 degrees is sunbathing weather in the UK.
Well, but once you're out here and you get used to that 45 degree heat, 20 degrees is cold.
Honestly, Chatter Gang, we're in the restaurant earlier and Drew and one of the owners were complaining about how cold it is. 25 degrees.
Yeah, cold.
So, Drew, you've lived for how long in Spain now?
Nearly 7 years.
What's your favourite time of the year weather-wise?
Mostly spring, because the winters though are, the worst month of the year is February, so we only really have one bad month. Right? March is very, very rainy. So from April onwards, once it gets up to 25 degrees, I'm happy. And I love my spring.
Wow.
So you've got all this glorious weather, Drew. How often do you go down to the beach?
Oh, well, I like to go down about once a week. I don't actually go on the beach itself because I don't like standing between my toes.
No, I don't either.
Oh, and other places. But I do like taking a walk along. You see people swimming and playing ball games, and it's just absolutely wonderful. That once it comes to November, December, when it drops below 20 degrees, it's just far too cold to go out.
Must be awful.
Yeah, you can't, during the day, t-shirt, shirt, jumper, coat, scarf, hat and gloves. Just not nice. Stay in and keep the fire on.
Just like being in the UK then, really.
But yeah, but only 15, 16 degrees.
So, Drew, we know you love cooking, and you've cooked some lovely things in the UK, but what's your favourite Spanish meal?
Believe it or not, my favourite Spanish dish is chupitos, which is deep fried baby squid. They are absolutely delicious. They're done in like a tempura batter, but with breadcrumbs thrown in as well to give it a gorgeous crunch.
Wow, I'm starting to feel hungry again. Drew, after 7 years knowing what you know now, at the start would you do anything different?
To tell the truth, no, Colin, because hindsight is a wonderful thing, but I always say I have no regrets about anything what I've done, because at that time I weighed up all my choices and I picked the right one. That was for me. Fair enough, maybe a year down the line it wasn't, but at that time it was my right choice, and that's what I stick by. So no, I wouldn't change anything since I moved here.
Nice one, good for you.
Drew, thank you so much for letting us grill you like that.
Thank you.
One final question though, what's it like being our first chatter celebrity?
Well, Tim, I always knew I was destined for stardom, and here I am.
You finally
Thank you.
made it.
Thank you, Chatter Gang.
Thanks for watching, Chatter Gang.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you do like the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss out on any of our future videos, please subscribe, because it will cost you
absolutely nought.
Catch you on the next one. Adios.
Top notch.
Adios.
Adios.
Recently, we posted a 10-second YouTube short featuring our friend here, Drew.
Your line.
And together we are the Chatter Guys. Come on,
And
let's
I'm
get...
Drew.
Let's do it again. That's
Let's
good.
do it again.
That's good. That.
Okay.
So,